Namaste. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a 30-minute chair yoga class. It's designed for my local senior center for tomorrow, but would really be good for anybody from beginners in yoga to advanced practitioners that just need a little bit of a chair yoga workout. So sit tall in your seats, check in with your posture, roll your shoulders up and back. Make sure your shoulders are square of your hips and that your feet and ankles are square under your knees. We'll begin with some breathing exercises. I thought first we would add a Gyan Mudra. If you'll take your hands and connect your fingertip to your thumb, your index finger to your thumb, make a little circle, and then maybe rest your palms, your hands palm side up on your legs. Have your 3 fingers close together but relaxed, and close your eyes and take a deep breath. Release the breath. And then slow everything down. Take another slow, deep breath in and let that go. Exhale fully. Continue to slow and deepen your breathing as much as feels comfortable for you today. And you can focus on your hands here, this Gyan Mudra. It's associated with your root chakra, which is great for grounding and a sense of security, but it's also used to help mental acuity, to increase your focus, to help gain knowledge. It's said to clear brain fog. We'll see about that, won't we? Maybe it'll help me speak clearly throughout the practice and tell my right from my left. But yeah, just kind of imagine that circle of energy as you breathe. Breathe in and have that energy come in through your fingertips. And as you exhale, have it circle around that connection between your thumb and index finger. And breathing in slow and deep, feel the chest broaden, feel the ribs widen. And exhale fully, pull the belly up and in, that diaphragm contracts. Nice, slow, deep breathing. Let your hand mudra help you focus. That brain power going, high speed ahead. At the same time, let it help you feel grounded and calm, a sense of security. And then we'll open the eyes, take the shoulders up and back. We're gonna work head to toe for our warm up here. So what we can do is just lift the chin as far back and up as this feels comfortable. And then let it come down towards your chest. Don't force it, just let the weight of gravity assist you in tipping your head down. And then come back to a neutral spine. Take your fingers and kind of rub them along the back of your neck, kind of pulling those muscles away from the center where your spine is. And then as you apply some tension to your back neck muscles, lift your chin and tilt your head back. You might find you get a little more range of motion this way. You always want to be gentle with the neck and the spine. And then take the fingers to the top back of the head and then tip your chin down towards your chest and just add a little weight to stretch the back of your neck. You may feel the tension of those muscles going way down further your back than you expected. Just be gentle. And then lift up, come to a neutral spine, release the hands down. You're going to tip to the side, so we'll take the left ear towards the left shoulder and come back. We'll take the right ear towards the right shoulder and come back. This time we'll help it a little bit deeper, so you'll take your left hand over the top of your head and then just add a little weight as you tip your left ear towards your left shoulder. You can even take your right fingers and kind of just pull out these muscles here, just give them a little release to increase the depth and comfort in your stretch. And then come back to neutral, other side, tipping towards the right shoulder. Again, take your your right hand, and just put it on top of your head, adding a little bit of weight. You can take your left fingers to kind of pull down those neck muscles, get a slightly deeper stretch here. and then come back to a neutral spine. Let's continue with neck circles. I want you to go slow and easy, especially if you come across like a little tight area. Do 2 circles in each direction. So I'll start with lowering the chin to the chest, and then circling ahead around a circle to the sides, to the back. Again, if you have a little tight area, you can just help it across and come back to the front and center, and then go the other way. Go at your own pace, be careful. Your neck, and then go back around the first way. Nice, wide, slow, gentle circles, and back around. Okay, I think we just have one direction to go. Come to a neutral spine. We'll look over our left shoulder, and take your eyes too, and take them and look out towards the left corner. Might as well include those eye muscles in this process, right? And come back to face the front. Then we'll go look over the right shoulder, and again with the eyes, take the eyes back to that right corner. Come back to the front, looking over the right. So much for my mudra, fixing my left and right. Looking over the left shoulder, and take your left hand, your fingertips to your cheekbone, and maybe just give a little extra pressing on the cheekbone. And then once you've got that extra tension, see what muscles you can relax and deepen the twist. Coming back to the neutral front, and then looking over the right shoulder. And again, giving a little assist with the fingertips so that you can really deepen that cervical spine, twisting just gently, just a little. And release. Let's take the shoulders up and back, and then take them back, up and forward. And one more time, forward, up and back. Let's take the arms out and up, lifting up, looking up if that's comfortable for you. And then coming back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, the arms out and up, breathing in. And then exhale, taking the arms down. We'll work a little bit more on the shoulders. Take your arms out to a T. Have your palms facing forward to begin. And then rotate the thumbs forward and down. Keep rotating them down. See if they go behind you at all. We all have our own limits here. And then maybe push your chest forward, take your arms back behind you, pinching your shoulder blades together and keeping that rotation. And then slowly come back, unwind, palms face forward. And let's go the other way. Pinkies come up this time, forward and up. I don't know how far they'll go up. Everyone, again, is different. And this time, let's see if we can take our arms towards each other in the front. Maybe the pinkies can touch each other. That feels really strong for me. And then come back to a neutral position and release. All right, what else can we do with our shoulders? Let's take our both arms up. You're going to take your right hand, grasp your left elbow, drop your left hand down behind your back. See how much you can open that. If you need to tip your head down because your head kind of doesn't fit in that little triangle, that's perfectly okay. Just keep the spine, as straight as possible, and pull back on that arm. See how much you can open up in the armpits. And release both arms up. Let's switch sides. I've got my left hand holding that right elbow back, giving it a little boost in the stretch. Range of motion, so many directions. Our shoulders are so complicated, aren't they? And be so careful if you've got any rotator cuff injuries. They take so long to heal, and they never really seem to go away, do they? And release, and have the arms come down. Kind of shake them out. Let's work on our elbows a little more, just a little bend and stretch. They only go in one direction, that's okay. And then hold them up in our cactus arms, and let's do our wrists. Wrists go in both directions. Nice big circles, one direction then the other. And take your arms down, wiggle your fingers in all directions. Are you one of those types that like cracks your palms or your fingers? My mom always said, stop cracking your fingers. I still do a little bit once in a while. Okay, we're doing good in the upper body. Let's take our hands to our knees and do some cat-cows. Rounding the spine into a C shape. Pulling the heart forward and the chest forward. And then come to neutral. Take the feet wide. We'll do it again. Round into a C shape. You move with the breath here. And then pull the heart and belly forward. Lift the chin. You can really go forward this time. And let's hinge forward a little bit more. Take it even deeper, moving into the hips now. And then take it back round in the spine. And then come to neutral. Let's see, working on our spine, we can do side stretches. We can keep our feet right where they are and take that left arm out, up and over. Beautiful side stretch. And come back down. Other side, right hand comes out, up and over for a side stretch. And comes down. Let's take the feet in. You're gonna press the knees together, so we're getting a little bit of an isometric workout there. Take both arms out and up. You're gonna reach your right hand to grab your left wrist, and then take it over, side stretch. Really could enhance that stretch by pulling on that wrist. And then come back up, reach up, grasp the other wrist, reach it up and stretch it over. Feel those ribs just opening up in the sides. And come back and release. Okay, let's work on the hips a little bit. You'll pick your left leg up and take it out. Set it down and fold. Nice straight spine, come up. Bring it back in. Lift the right leg up and out. Set it down and fold. So working through each of the joints. Sit up, bring it back in. Let's take your hands to the seat of the chair. And we're gonna do, just kind of drive your palms into the seat of the chair. Roll your shoulders up and back and then lift the hips. Get those glutes rolled, stretch those quads a little bit. If you feel comfortable here, lift your chin. Don't forget to breathe. Nice deep breaths in and out. And release. Let's do that one more time just because it's a good workout. Lift the hips. Pull the shoulders up and back. This is a strong pose here. And breathe and come down. Moving down, we'll get to our knees. You can sit back a little deeper in the chair if you want a more relaxed workout, or we can stay on the edge, and that gives us a little bit more of a muscle exertion here. Lifting the left foot. Just bend and lift, bend and straighten. Lift it a little bit up the chair, lift it a little higher. See how high you can go. Bending and straightening, feeling that knee creak, or is that just me? And set it down. Other side, lift, bend and straighten. See how high you can lift it. Feel how strong those muscles are. Your quads are really engaging. My knees cracking on this side, creaking on this side. It's good to move. Okay. Now we're gonna hold the foot out. So if you wanna slide back a little in your chair, that's fine. And then lift your left foot. Do ankle circles, 2 in each direction. And then 2 in the opposite direction. See how fluidly you can get the movement to go. Now I'm doing 2 more in the first direction, 2 more in the second. I had to do 4 just because it felt so good. Other side, take that right foot, extend it, ankle circles, 2 in each direction, and then go 2 in the other direction. And then repeat. See if you can make fluid circles. Mine looks kind of choppy, doesn't it? Anyway, okay. Wiggle your toes. Can't forget your toe joints, just like we did our fingers. Get those toes wiggling. You don't have to take them out of your shoes, but I just had these cute socks on today. Okay. Is that it? Oh, I don't know, jaw. How about we open our jaw? And then like massage your jaw muscles, right? We can carry tension there. This is a little weird to do in front of a camera, but you guys are doing it back, so. All right. I don't know if I'll do that one at the senior center. All right, let's stand up and do our sun salutations now that we've got everything all loosened up. Come to the left side of your chair, and you're gonna face your chair square onto the side. Roll your shoulders up and back. I have my palms forward for mountain pose, Tadasana, standing mountain pose. And I'm gonna inhale, take the arms out and up, look up if you're steady, and exhale, fold. Take your hands to the seat of the chair. If you want to deepen your fold, bend your elbows, take your forehead close to the seat of the chair. And then lift up for a flat back. We're going to step our right foot back and then our left foot back for downward facing dog. Send your hips up high. Open up those armpits just like we did when we were stretching them. See if you can't press hard into the ground. Dig those balls of your feet into the ground. Pull your stomach up and in. Drop your head so that your gaze is towards your belly. Breathe deep in your downward facing dog. And then push forward onto the balls of your feet. Nice tight core here. If you want to deepen the pose, you can kind of inch those feet back. Drop the hips for plank pose. Nice tight core. Nice deep steady breathing. Living in the moment. And then step your right foot forward. And then your left foot forward. Bend the knees, lift the heart for a baby cobra. And then round up to stand, nice and slow. Shoulders come up and back, chin lifts. And we're back into Tadasana. Let's do it again, leading with the left. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, we fold. Down as deep to the chair as feels right for you today. Inhale, lift flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back, followed by the right foot. Send the hips high towards the sky. Feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Pull the belly up and under the rib cage, open the armpits. Release the head, and stretch. Inhale forward onto the balls of your feet. Shoulders come over your wrists for plank pose. You can step back and lower your hips to make a long straight line of energy. Nice tight core in your plank pose. Take a deep breath here and let it go. We'll step in the left foot first and then followed by the right. Bend the knees, lift the heart for baby cobra. And then rolling up to stand, the shoulders come up and back, and here we are, back at mountain pose. So while we're standing, let's do, I was gonna do warrior 3 first, but now I'm kind of feeling more like half moon pose. So we're gonna face our chair and inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, fold. You want your hands to come to the seat of the chair if you're feeling like you got a good stretch in it. If you're a little unsturdy, they can come to the back of the chair, and I'll demonstrate first on the back of the chair. So we're facing forward to the chair. Our right hand's on the back of the chair. We're gonna take our left foot and circle it out. So it's pointing, the toe is now pointing to the back, and we've opened up the hips. Our right foot remains pointing towards the chair. Then we're going to take our arm out to a T. If you're feeling ready to balance, you can flex your foot here, and this can be your half moon pose. If you want to take it deeper, you can close your hips back up, take your palms to the seat of the chair. You can do that same swooping motion. You're going to take your left foot and kind of make a semicircle so that you're opening up the hip. Take your arm out so you're opening up the torso. Ready for the balance? You flex your foot and then maybe lift that foot. Reach your left hand up towards the sky. Reach your right foot, flexing that foot. Sorry, left foot. Your right foot is grounded. Your left foot is extended straight behind you. Open the hips, open the torso for half moon pose. And then fold it back in, close the hips, take the torso down, and then slowly come up to stand. There you are, half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. Coming around to the other side of the chair, we'll do it at the top of the chair, and then we'll do it again at the seat of the chair. So inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, we fold, the hand comes to the top of the chair. You want to keep your spine straight. And then we're going to take our right foot and circle it out behind us, opening across the hips, opening across the chest. We stretch that hand out, flexing the foot to lift the leg for the balance. Half moon pose. And then let's take it down further. We can take both hands towards the seat of the chair. Our hips are square to the chair. Our palms are on the chair. Our spine is straight and long. We're going to ground down in the left foot, get light in the right, and circle it out, just a semicircle pointing behind us. That starts to open the hip. Now we'll open the shoulders, reach the arm up. Flex the foot for the balance, putting all your weight in your left foot, and slowly You're going to extend that left leg behind you. You can take your eyes up towards your thumbnail. Right now, I think that would blind me in the sun. But open everything up. Open the hips, open the chest. Stretch in all directions. Really extend through that lifted leg. Really ground down in that left hand and left foot. And breathe. If you fall out of the pose, you can just go back into it in your own time. And then we're ready. We're going to fold everything, closing the hips, taking the hand back to the chair, and then coming up to stand. Nicely done. Half moon pose is a challenging one, right? It definitely takes a couple runs through to get comfortable with it. So let's sit back in our chair. We've done our balancing poses. We've done our sun salutations. Let's go ahead and do some flow. We're going to start in a seated mountain pose, Tadasana. Roll your shoulders up and back. Feel the tension coming up the front of your body and releasing down the back. Close your eyes just for a second. Take a deep breath in your mountain pose. And exhale. Open the eyes. Inhale the arms out and up. Extend both feet forward. We're going to go into Dandasana, staff pose. Now in the chair, this might be comfortable enough for Dandasana, but we can take it up a level by hinging forward at the hips. So now our staff pose is we're making a square shape with our body, like an L shape, as if we were seated on the ground, be reaching straight up. Dandasana, that adds a little core work to it, doesn't it? Breathe in deep and exhale, forward fold. Paschimottanasana, a seated forward fold. Nice deep breaths here. Extend in the spine and then hinge a little bit deeper if that suits you. Only go as deep as feels comfortable for you today. Nice deep breaths in your forward folds and then straighten the spine, lifting up, reaching up. We'll move on to gate pose, Parighasana. No, sorry, I got that wrong. I could check my cheat sheet. Parighasana. I always want to mix up my letters in that. Parighasana. Okay, so here we are. We're going to pick up our left foot and step it off to the side. And we're going to turn our torso off to that side as well. So now on our right foot, the heel's down and the sole of the foot is down. The toes are touching the ground. Everything's facing off to the side, reaching up. You're going to reach up even higher with your left hand. Take your right hand down to your right leg and then arch it over. Arch towards me for gate pose. Parighasana. Did I mess it up again? I'm just going to have to write it in the description. And come back up. So much for my Gyan Mudra healing everything. Now we're going to bend that extended leg. And then we're going to turn our torso back towards the front of the chair and extend the left leg. We've got our heel and our toe on the ground. If you can get the sole of your foot on the ground, and then take your right hand, reach it up higher, take your left hand down to your thigh, and then arch it over. Gate pose in a slightly different direction. Well, 90 degrees different, right? Come on back up. Release the arms, pull that leg back in towards center, scoot your bottom back to the middle, and we'll do it to the other side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, extend both legs. Hinge forward at the hips so that we have a nice L shape. Nice strong staff pose, Dandasana. Breathe in deep, extend, and exhale, forward fold. You can keep your hands on your ankles if you want to maintain that connection, or you can reach them towards the ground. Your deep-seated forward bend. Nice, slow, deep breaths. You can feel the lungs fill in the back very nicely here. Your back will stretch with that full breath and exhale. And then inhale, flat back, lift the arms up. We'll do gate pose towards the right. You're going to pick up your right leg, step it off to the side. Tip that foot down, your toes hit the ground, your torso faces the side of your chair. Reaching up, up, up. Reaching high with the right hand, take the left hand to the left thigh, and then arch over. Nice side stretch here. Press down in your right sit bone as you arch over to the side for gate pose. Come on back up, reach up, bend that extended knee, twist your torso back around to the front. Now extend your right leg, heel and ball of foot on the ground. See if you can get your sole on the ground. Reach up with both arms. Reach up higher and higher. Get the length in the left. Take the right to the thigh. And then arch over for gate pose. You can take your gaze up or down and feel the side stretch. Make sure you're grounding down in that left sit bone and feel the side stretch all along those left ribs. Excuse me. Both arms come up. Unbend that knee, take it in, or unstraighten, and come back to center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, take your feet wide and hinge forward at the hips. We're going to do a wide-legged Utthita, Prasarita Uttasana, I guess is what you'd call it. Normally, Uttasana, when standing, is challenging with your feet together and a little bit easier with your feet wide. However, in chair yoga, when you have your feet together, that's a little easier. So we're going to just bump up the challenge by holding this pose, raising the biceps by the ears, hinging forward at the hips, tight core, strong back muscles, deep breathing. And then come up. Keep your arms up. You're going to take your right hand inside your right knee and turn your torso toward the left. We're going to twist and then dip down. Twist and dip. Let that right hand slide down towards the ground in your wide-legged forward fold. And we have it fully revolved up here, don't we? Take your gaze up towards the thumbnail in the sky. And then come back up. Take both arms up. Now take your left hand inside your left knee, and you can do a little isometric work there. Twist your torso toward the right, and then dip down, sliding that hand towards the ground as you reach up into the sky. Left hand down, right hand high. Your gaze can go up, or if it's better for your neck, it can be neutral, or also you can be looking down. Regardless of your option, breathe deep in your pose, and then come on back up. Let's twist again towards the left. Right hand comes inside right knee. Really press against each other. And then slowly dip down. Maybe go a little deeper this time. Maybe not. Come on back up. Come to neutral. Left hand comes in left knee and twist and dip. Nice deep breaths, nice soft, slow, fluid motion. And then come on up. Both hands come up and release. Let's straighten the legs wide. You have to forgive my goofy pants. They're so comfortable though. Take your arms out to a T. So we're in star pose. But we're gonna point our feet. Let's first point them to the right. And then we'll take our hands and dip them. Left hand comes up, right hand comes down for triangle pose. Reaching down and reaching up. Now, if you've curved in here and are collapsing that long, see if you can straighten it. It's a clearer action to see when you're standing, but you still can kind of see how that rib uncurls. I still have the tip in my spine. It's a little more of a workout for these side muscles, but that way you're not crunching below in your triangle pose. And then come up. Reach both arms up. Take your feet to the middle. Stretch your arms to the T. Take your feet to the other side. Now pointing to the left. Left hand down, right hand up, triangle pose. Nice deep breaths. I think my gaze needs to come down so I don't get blinded by the sun. We hardly even know what the sun is around here lately. It's been cloudy and raining for weeks. Again, if you've curled in here and crunched that lower lung, try to lift up and give yourself that space there. Maybe that means you don't bend as deep, but give yourself space to breathe. And then inhale, both arms up. Take your feet in, bend your knees, get firm. Make that mudra again. You've got your Gyan Mudra. You're connected your thumb to your index finger. The other three fingers are extended. And just stretch. Lift your chin maybe a little. Close your eyes and breathe deep. It's a goddess pose variation. Should help your focus, help your sense of security and grounding. Maybe clear up some brain fog. maybe. And then just release your palms just like that, with that same mudra down to your thighs. If you're more comfortable having your legs in, that's a fine option. You can take your hands down at your sides. Maybe that's the option I'll try. And then maybe scoot back in your chair just a little bit. Return to the breath. Filling the lungs, feeling the shoulder blades broad. The collarbones broad, the shoulder blades pinch together. I gotta do that Gyan Mudra a little harder, apparently. Breathe in deep, slow it down. Take this moment to check in with yourself and see how you feel after your practice. See how being in the moment has affected you. See how taking deep breaths makes you feel. Take a moment out just to thank yourself and give yourself the recognition you deserve for taking care of your body and your mind and your heart. Let the breath return to a normal, comfortable rate and rhythm. Relax your hands, maybe turn them palm down. Find stillness and quiet. And then open your eyes, take your shoulders up and back, your hands out. Let's share one deep breath together. Inhale up, palms touch, and exhale. Hands to the heart center. Namaste. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.